Hey everyone, we're going to be taking a quick look at the quest for the Mother Goddess statue. When you first go to any of the springs in the game, so there's the Spring of Power up here in Akala, sort of east of Death Mountain. And then there's the Spring of Wisdom on top of Mount Nayru. That one is right beside the Skyview Tower, top of the mountain, easy to spot. And then there's the Spring of Courage down in Faron. There's a shrine at the top of the hill here as well, so easy to get to and drop down. Just southeast of the Popla Skyview Tower. Yeah, when you first go to any of these shrines, they will say, the goddess statue will tell you that they cannot speak with the mother goddess statue. So you have to come over here to the Forgotten Temple. So that's just west of the Korok Forest. Northwest corner of the map near Hebra. You're going to be down in this canyon at the Forgotten Temple, and you'll have to enter through where I am right now. Everything over here as sort of the roof of the temple, and it's blocked off. So you can see me here down in the canyon, and the entrance is about halfway up in this little archway here. So you'll be able to walk inside and make your way to the far end. And once you get to the far end, there will be a shrine that you can discover at the bottom. And then the Mother Goddess statue will be knocked over. When you report this news back to the three statues at the Spring of Power, Courage, or Wisdom, each of them will tell you that they need one of the claws of the dragon. So up by the Spring of Power, the goddess statue will tell you to sacrifice Dinraal's claw. Then at the Spring of Wisdom, you'll be told to sacrifice Nayru's claw. And at the Spring of Courage, you'll be asked to sacrifice Farosh's claw. So it's just a matter of finding the three dragons flying around. And unfortunately, this isn't as simple as it was in Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, they were on a fixed rotation. So you could just wait at a campfire until midnight, and then the dragon would appear in front of you in the sky. But in this game, they follow a continuous cycle. And I'm going to link the Reddit post down below, which shows that cycle. So you'll just have to follow the path of the dragons and hope to find them. Alright, here's the map from Reddit. Of course, credit to HapticVox, who posted this on the Tears of the Kingdom subreddit. That's where I found it. And on this map, you'll see two lines in each of the regions. So starting up top for Dinraal, the red lines by Death Mountain, the bright red lines are where you'll see Dinraal flying above ground. And then the dark red lines are down in the depths. So you can find Dinraal in either of these two locations. And shortly I'll show you where I was able to find the dragon and get the claw. But ultimately, if you're having trouble, there's, a couple tips for each of these dragons. I mean, one, just pick a spot and stay there. If you talk to the statue at the Spring of Power, the goddess statue will say, you can see Dinraal up in the skies north of Death Mountain. So if you go sit on top of Death Mountain and stare north, eventually the dragon will fly by, and then you could chase them down and get the claw. For the one on Mount Nayru, the goddess statue will tell you you can see Nayru flying through the skies above this very mountain sometimes. So again, sit on top of the mountain. And then for the Spring of Courage, the statue will tell you that you can see Farosh flying in the skies to the west. So again, we have that dark green line showing the underground path in the depths, and then the dark blue line showing the underground path in the depths for Nayru. So yeah, this map will be in the description. Credit to HapticVox. So yeah, I'll show you where I found them now. First one we'll take a look at here is Dinraal, and you can see Dinraal in sort of like the top right corner of the screen at the coast of Akala. So whenever I see one of the dragons, I usually just like to pop out my scope and drop a map marker on them. Because remember, since they're not on like any set cycle or anything, you can just fast travel to the nearest location. So I have the map marker and I say, okay, well, you know, the nearest spot for me here is probably going to be the shrine up in the sky. So I fast travel to that shrine, jump off, and then I'm right above Dinraal here. Because Dinraal is flying by the coast, you could just also go up to the Akala Tech Lab, jump off there. When you're in range of the dragons, you know, you'll get that extra stamina and that wind from them anyways to lift you up. And here you'll see me kind of, you know, struggle to hit the claw because I'm aiming for the claw itself, but my arrows are just going straight through. So you got to aim up a little higher on the hand, the paw, the foot, whatever you want to call it. And then you'll get that confirmation, the sound, the piece falling off, and then you can just chase it down to the ground and pick it up. And yeah, obviously for the Dinraal there, you saw I'm taking some damage from the heat. So you could use some Flame Guard there and unequip your wooden weapons. Next, we'll return to the Spring of Power and just drop the claw in the pond. Next one here is going to be Naydra, and you can see on the loading screen on the map that I'm just southwest of Kakariko Village. I'm going to the tower because I've spotted Naydra here in the sky. So I just use the tower, launch up, and now you can see Naydra right below me. And at this point, if you use the map from earlier in the video, you know that when Naydra's coming this way, they're headed for the depths here. So as they're headed down there, I'm just dropping onto the claw. That time I do seem to hit the claw, but get the thing, so seems like the hitboxes are a little weird. Anyways, follow that one to the ground as well through the trees. And get Naydra's claw. Return that to the Spring of Wisdom on top of Mount Nayru. Just drop it in the water. This is the first one I did. I dropped it on the shrine and that does nothing, so gotta pick it back up, drop it in the water, get that confirmation. Final one is Farosh. And I spot Farosh, put a map marker on them. They're up in the sky above Lake Hylia. So I use the tower to fly out that way. And again, you'll notice I'm running low on stamina, but if I can just get in the wind of the dragon, then it's all good. So I repull my shoot, get the stamina back up. This one, you just gotta watch out for the little electric balls chasing after you. And even if this does land in the water, it's okay. It's just gonna sit on top of the water. And even if you're out of stamina falling into the water, again, you know, that's okay. You can just fast travel out of the water. So I return back, drop the claw, and after you do all three, they'll say, okay, make a pilgrimage back to the Mother Goddess statue in the Forgotten Temple. And when you get there, the Mother Goddess statue will be standing up, and we'll have a gift for you. And this gift, if you need another one, then you can return with the 3 dragons' claws again to get a second one. But I will leave the surprise up to you of what that gift is. Likes, comments, always appreciated. Till next time, bye for now.